Hi everyone, Ron Crider reporting for duty again today. Today is Thursday. It is May the 6th. It's my day 405. I'm going to give you a quick weather report. Guess what I have today, folks? I found the shout-outs. The shout-outs will be tacked on to the end of this video. Hey, folks, when you first looked at the video and you saw it was fairly long today, it's because there are shout-outs at the end. If you're not interested in shout-outs, don't worry about it. You just watch the numbers and you can go away. That will work out just fine. So I'm quickly going to give you a little bit of the weather report for tonight and tomorrow. Tonight, a few thunderstorms. Tonight being, this is Thursday, so this Thursday evening, a few thunder showers, mostly clear skies later on, low about 68 degrees, and then we have a chance of about 70% of rain tonight. After the rain showers have gone away, we're going to have the clear skies. And then tomorrow, a few passing clouds, otherwise generally sunny, and everything looks pretty good tomorrow. We're going to have a high of about 87 degrees tomorrow and a low of about 62. So that's our weather forecast for the Treasure Coast for Thursday and for the beginning of Friday. So next coming up, I have a short video on the governor says it's time to start sailing those ships immediately. That's the good news. The bad news is it's a real problem doing that because the ships are requiring that you show that you have been vaccinated, like you need a passport. And the governor says, no passports, no, invasion of privacy. Well, it seems to me like there's a real conflict of interest going on here because the ships are saying you got to be able to show that you've been vaccinated. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know. This is a real big problem. Anyway, you're going to see about 2.5 minutes of that being explained about the cruise ships and how we're going to do it. Obviously, there's no solution at the moment of how it's going to work, but the governor's out pushing, getting the cruise ships going again. So let's, quick like a bunny, jump into that video, and then I'll have the numbers, and then we'll have the shout-outs. Okay. Oh, whoops, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here. You remember back in November and December and January, we had all these big cans sitting out there in the middle of the street while they were doing all this construction here on A1A. And I said, well, surely they'll have this done by Christmas time. Well, guess what? It didn't get done until 3 days ago. And now look what we have. Check this out. Here we go, coming down A1A right now. This is what it looks like now, and we've got a center lane. It's all paved. Everything is spiffy here on A1A, totally all the way up to Disney. So there's no more traffic jams and no more people doing construction on our highways. Alrighty, now, quick like a bunny, we're going to jump into our little video that the governor is putting together here about these cruise ships getting going, and then I'll be back with the numbers. Back in a flash.
Governor DeSantis crisscrossing the state of Florida right now, talking about everything from first responder bonuses to the cruise ship industry. He says it's time for cruises to set sail again, restart immediately. However, the state's ban against vaccine passports could make that tough. How? Well, Fox 13's Brianna Arredondo joins us live from Port Tampa Bay. Hi there, Brianna. So how are the cruise lines handling this?
Several cruise lines tell us that they are looking forward to starting back up as soon as July to welcome people back, but how they do that is still up for debate.
Cruises could come back to U.S. ports this summer. Wednesday, the CDC released more details on how companies can test voyages with volunteers before starting up paying cruises. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say ships can skip the test sailings if 98% of crew and 95% of passengers are vaccinated, and there are COVID-19 testing requirements. But Florida banned so-called vaccine passports to prevent any business from asking for vaccination proof, and that includes cruises.
We have a suit in federal court in Tampa where we're going to try to open this back up. Those folks have a right to work too.
Governor Ron DeSantis says cruises are already operating around the world, so it's time for Florida to join.
If you look at what's going on in Europe and in Asia and other parts, these cruise lines are sailing. They have been sailing safely, even in areas where there's not widespread vaccine availability.
Here at Port Tampa, officials are waiting for the green light to start sailing again. But before you walk through those doors, cruise lines are working out what to do.
Right now, the CDC's guidelines are at odds with what Governor DeSantis says the state allows.
Carnival Cruises tells us that they're still reviewing the CDC's guidelines, and for now, they haven't said anything about requiring vaccines. Norwegian Cruises tells us they have a pretty detailed plan.
Norwegian says they will require all guests and crew to be fully vaccinated, along with COVID-19 testing. A spokesperson tells Fox 13, with vaccine mandates and strict health and safety protocols in place, including universal COVID-19 testing, we believe we can provide a uniquely safe and healthy vacation experience. So while cruise companies have different plans, the ones sailing out of Port Tampa say they want to work with the governor on how they open back up.
And the cruise line industry provides thousands of jobs here in Florida. The CDC says that they will require cruise ships to have guidelines on quarantining people who may test positive for the virus while on board. Mark?
Brianna Arredondo at Point Tampa Bay tonight. Brianna, thanks.
Alrighty, folks, here we are in the numbers department. Don't forget, I have the shout-outs coming up after this. If you're not interested in the shout-outs or don't know anything about them and don't want to watch them, you don't have to watch them. That's just for some of the people who have been watching the program since we started doing this. Alrighty, folks, here we are Thursday in the numbers department. It is May the 6th, and the good news is that our deaths are down. Yesterday we were up there at 93. Today we're at 67. That's a reduction of 26. That's a good thing that we've come down. It's not a good thing that we have 67 deaths, but it's a good thing that we came down by 26. Now, the positivity rate did go up a little bit by 110. It's 4,504 today. Yesterday it was 4,394, an increase of 110. Now, if we go over here and take a look at the positivity rate, it's another day that we finally got into the fours. Yesterday it was 5.16. Today it's 4.99, the positivity rate for the entire state of Florida. If that were to stay under 5 for 14 days, they would consider that we had things under control. Until that happens, we are necessarily under control. Heading in the right direction at the moment as of today, certainly not yesterday. Now, we did get 64,110 new vaccinations in the past 24 hours for the entire state of Florida, and that's a good number. So, alrighty, let's go down to Miami-Dade. Let's take a look at what's going on at Miami-Dade. Miami-Dade, 11 new people passed away as a result of COVID in the past 24 hours, 759 new positives in Miami-Dade, and 14,792 new vaccinations. Good. That number has come up over yesterday, big time. 7 new deaths to report in Broward County, 448 new positives, and 7,228 new vaccinations in the Broward County area. In Palm Beach, 3 new deaths to report, 259 new positives, 5,132 new vaccinations in the Palm Beaches in the past 24 hours. In Orange County, that's Orlando, we call it Mousetown, 7 new deaths to report up there in Orlando, and 363 new positives, 3,838 new vaccinations in the Orange County area. Let's go over to Brevard County. That is the Space Coast. It's Melbourne. No new deaths to report. We say that's where the spaceships live. No new deaths to report there. 93 new positives, and they had 1,715 new vaccinations. That's in Brevard County in the Melbourne area. St. Lucie County is Fort Pierce. 1 new death to report, 79 new positives, 668 new vaccinations in the Fort Pierce area. Then in Martin County is the Stewart area. No new deaths to report there. 19 new positives, 337 new vaccinations in the Martin County area, which is Stewart. Indian River County is no new deaths to report, 15 new positives, 726 new vaccinations. Now we're going to go down here and take a look at these new positives in the past 24 hours in Indian River County, the Vero Beach area, for these zip codes over here on the left-hand side. So zip code 32948, no new positives. Zip code 32958, 2. Zip code 32960, Vero Beach proper, 4 new positives. Zip code 32962, 3 new positives. Zip code 32963, 3 new positives. That's the Barrier Island, zip code 32963. Zip code 32966, 1 new positive. Zip code 32967, 1 new positive. And zip code 32968, no new positives. Now we're going to go down here and take a look at the 7-day moving averages. Unfortunately, they did go up. They went up because we have this 92 over here and 93 yesterday, 92 the day before that. Today it's 67. It did help drag it down a bit, but it's not going to help. Yesterday it was 65.71. It was a green day. Today it's 67.86. So we're going to need some lower numbers in here to drive that number down. So that's the 7-day moving averages, the number of people who passed away each day for the past 7 days as a result of COVID-19. Okay, after long last, we have the shout-outs coming up here, and I finally found them. I thought they were lost and gone forever. Now, these are old shout-outs, no question about that. But at least they're here, and I want to recognize the people who've been so loyal. These are back from sometime in November, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to drop those in for you folks who just saw the numbers and don't know anything about the people who have been watching for a long time. Well, these are the people who have been watching for a long time, and I was able to find some of the pictures of them. So here we go with the shout-outs today. It's the first time we've done the shout-outs in a couple of months. Here are our new shout-outs, starting with Susan Holleran. She's one of our new watchers. Here comes Lisa Scartelli. She lives up in Ormond Beach. Fabulous gal. Very pretty. Anna and Georgette, they probably are one of our most frequent watchers. Very, very nice folks. Just live right around the corner from us here. We don't know who these folks are, but they do watch and listen. And this is Billy Moss, probably the best real estate guy in town for restaurants and bars. You do it at a restaurant or a bar, you need to know Billy Moss. This is Cheryl and Orrin Deacon. They live here in our building. And this is Chris Long, Roof Authority. Did the roof here at Victoria. Does big roofs all over town. He's probably one of the best roofing guys on the Treasure Coast. And there's Lizzie and Diana Stark. They live here in our building. Diane Flynn, our business manager. Call her New Jersey Diane. And this is Emily Brown. She's my granddaughter. She's going to nursing school. Looks like a model to me. This is Big Greg down at WMVM in Miami. He listens occasionally. Great engineer. Hans Krug, WJPP. He's the owner of the Catholic radio station for the Treasure Coast with his wife. And guess who this is? We don't know who this is. We met them the other night over at Riders, and this is a really cute couple. These guys are a lot of fun. Came riding up in a little golf cart. Let us know who you are. This is Jim Davis, the best radio voice on the planet, and we're lucky to have him living here in Vero Beach. He has worked all over the place, the best radio stations in North America, like in Toronto and you name it. He's worked there, but he has a fabulous radio voice. And then we have John Marks, and coming up is Kelly, and they have the Polo Bistro and Polo Deli. John's a living legend here in town when it comes to restaurants. And Kelly, she's just absolutely fantastic, does a really great job at those places. It's another person we don't know, but I know she watches and listens. And then here comes Kevin Bacco. He's been my friend for like 25 years. He's out in Houston, Texas. My daughter, Kim Peasy. She lives up in North Carolina. She listens occasionally. My other daughter here, Lisa. She lives in Stewart. Another picture of Lisa here at the Citron Bistro. And there is Marie Arnold on the right-hand side with her daughter-in-law. Very, very nice folks with Molly. Marie and Kim over at the Marine Bank. My new friends at the Marine Bank here in town. And then who's coming up is Marie. These are really fabulous people. Best bank I've ever done business with. This is Captain Marcia at our front gate. There's nobody better than Captain Marcia. We love Captain Marcia. She's a rough, tough lady, I've got to tell you. Here's Mary, June, and Al. They live here. I understand they're great card players. Wouldn't want to play poker with them, though. Ray Moncari doesn't live here anymore, but he moved into his mansion up the street. Nice guy with Chad Goff. And on the left there, you see Robin Yates and Nancy Crider there on the right. And here comes Sherry Brown. She's the best real estate person in town if you want to buy a house or a piece of property. No pressure Sherry's what we call her. She's the best. Here's Tommy DeBray. Tom DeBray has been my friend for since I was a teenager working in radio in D.C. and in Fort Lauderdale. My partner over there on the right-hand side, there's Tony. We're on top of the Panorama building in Miami with the designer of the building. And there is Vanessa, and she keeps things together for us down in Miami. And this is Princess White. She and I did cancer radiation together here at Cleveland Clinic. Really nice gal. And look who we have here. Wayne and Dorothy, our Minnetonka friends from Minnetonka, Minnesota. The best. Chad Goff. This is Edward. He's the best chef in town, but he's not really a chef. He's an interior designer. But he can cook a mean meal. Here's Carol Young. We grew up together in Fort Lauderdale. Been hanging out since she was 16 years old. She lives up in Kentucky. Dr. Miley Snell, all dressed up in her Christmas outfit. And here we go with Buddy Brown. He's one of our new watchers. And this is Zandra Sim, has a really, really great place called Vines Restaurant here on Beach, Indian River Shores. And here's Ryder's Gourmet Market on Cardinal. I can't say too many nice things about that place. Man, they're really fantastic. And here is Tom Ryder. He's the real deal here in town. He started the Aspen Food and Wine Festival. Check him out on Wikipedia. You will not believe who this guy is. Absolutely a fantastic gentleman. You need to know him. He is the real deal. We got some animals coming up here. Check this guy out. Lucas Kennedy. He's taking care of the house over there. Look what we got here. Peanuts, Dahlia, and Andy Danshaw. This is Dapper Danshaw. Ellie Mahoney, she lives up in Minnesota. This is Hudson Parm. He lives here in town. He's not a beautiful dog. Fantastic. LeBron and Tommy, that's our little guys. This is Ty. He's no longer with us. He's one of my favorite little dogs. And here's Coco. Look at Coco. Doesn't even look like a real dog. Looks like a stuffed animal. This is Ollie. He's my daughter's dog. Lives up in North Carolina. This is Pierre. Pierre Cadadiday. And look at the puppy licking the little kitty. Is that beautiful or what? The new information that we're putting in here today, and this is the information about some of the places that we suggest that you go to because we've been frequenting these places since we've lived here in Vero Beach, like the Tides Restaurant, which we consider one of the very best restaurants in town. It's been the #1 restaurant for about 15 years now. Ryder's New Gourmet Market over there on Cardinal Drive, fabulous place. The Polo Deli and Bistro, love that place. Best prices on wine. Village Beach Market, the Ocean Grill, we love that place. Vines Boutique Restaurant, Zandra Sim's place, wonderful place. Coffee House 1420, the best coffee in town, downtown. Pomodoro Grill. Spritz City Bistro in Stewart, love that place. The Fort Steakhouse in Fort Pierce, best steaks on the Treasure Coast. Meg O'Malley's, best Irish food on the Treasure Coast, that's up in Melbourne. Cafe Coconut Cove, that's German restaurant around here. Citron Bistro, the Cobalt Restaurant, the Wave Kitchen for Paella, Francesca's Italian Restaurant, oh my goodness, Francesca's Italian Kitchen for Pizza, love that place. 2J's, Ayalisco Mexican Food, Ronda's Seafood, best seafood restaurant, sorry about that. Treasure Coast Barbershop. And we like to go over there. And how about the Marine Bank and Trust Company with Marie and Kim over there? And the new watchers here are Robert and Dorothy and Sean and Peggy and Nick. And we have Cheryl, Priscilla, Jackie, Regina, Diane. Heather always shows up everywhere. Heather is everywhere. Love Heather. Thanks, Heather. Appreciate you watching. Jill, Nancy, I think that's Nancy Strazula, Robert, Sherry, and Curtis. Thank you so much for watching. We do appreciate it. Don't forget to push the like button. Hey, this is our beach here at Victoria at Indian River Shores, and we say it's 13 acres of paradise. Love this place, love Vero Beach, love Indian River Shores, and love the Victoria.